Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will be joining us here in just a few minutes. Lady Cat Volleyball brought to you proudly by Devon Energy, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Stone Oilfield Services. Lady Cat Volleyball also brought to you by Navajo Refining Company, Norley Hospital, Now Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob's Thriftway, and the First American Bank of Lovington. So here at Wildcat Gym, the conclusion of the 2021 season for the Lovington Lady Cats, coming in at 1-20 overall on the year, 0-5 in the district race. So looking for a little pride, a little redemption, and maybe a chance to play a little bit of spoiler here this afternoon against the Lady Rockets of Goddard High. Goddard comes in at 18-4 overall. They are 4-1 in district, and they are seated right now number 2 in the 4A volleyball race. So number 2 overall. They are a game ahead of their closest competition, as Artesia and Portales playing today. Depending on who wins that game, could potentially get us into a tie-break situation. So a lot to play for the Lovington Lady Cats, even though not going to make the playoffs, still have a chance to maybe play spoiler and get the district race into a tiebreaker scenario. Now, when these two teams met back on the 26th of last month there at the launch pad in Roswell, the Lady Rockets of Goddard, no better and easier way to put it than, they just took it to the Lady Cats, won in straight sets 3-0, 25-5, 25-11, and 25-9. So the Lady Cats definitely going to be looking for a little bit of redemption tonight. Did not play well over in Goddard. Of course, a couple of days ago, Dawn Morgan was here flying solo as the Lady Cats dropped one to Portales 3-0. Looked pretty good, though, in that second set. They definitely had some opportunities, and they'll be looking to make some more here this afternoon from Wildcat Gym, the wrap-up of the regular season. So thanks for being with us all season long on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. So far, it's been kind of a mixed bag this weekend for Lee County sports teams. Football went extremely well last night. 3 first-round games in 8-man and in 2A, and Lee County getting the wins in all of those. They were all, as a matter of fact, the Mercy Rule variety. In 8-man, the Tatum Coyotes punched their ticket into the state finals with a 50-something-0 drubbing of Logan. And so the Tatum Coyotes will be playing for a state championship in football next Friday night against Melrose at home. You'll be able to see that on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel and the radio channel to be determined. The number 3 Eunice Cardinals started slow in the 2A playoffs yesterday, but got the win 54-3 over the Hagerman Bobcats. So they'll move on to take on Tularosa next week in the 2A semifinals. That game will be in Tularosa. The time and date to be determined. It'll either be Friday night at 7 or probably more likely will be Saturday afternoon at some point. And the number 1 Jowl Panthers in the 2A football ranks got a 50-0 shutout win over the Estancia Bears yesterday. So they'll move on to take on number 4 Texaco. That game will be Friday night at Panther Stadium. So today in the football ranks, the Hobbs Eagles will be playing. Matter of fact, they're getting ready to start right about now on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, the Hobbs tab at HobbsAmerica.com, and also on our sister property, Cool 95.7. Now for Lovington, yesterday a tough loss in the soccer finals. The boys went up to Albuquerque and lost in double overtime to Albuquerque Academy. Final in that one 3-2, but still a great season for the Lovington boys soccer team. But this afternoon here in Wildcat Town, it is all about these Lovington Lady Cats volleyball action this afternoon. And we would like to remind you and like to ask you to please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. That would certainly be appreciated. We do have a little promotion going with that, if you will. For every 1,000 subscribers on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, we will choose a subscriber at random to win $100. So if you haven't already subscribed to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, please do subscribe to that channel. And tell your friends and family. It might just get you $100, and it always keeps you informed on the latest Lovington sporting events from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. So we're getting ready for the start of this one, the final game of the regular season, as the Lovington Lady Cats will take on the Goddard Lady Rockets. Again, our coverage all season long of Lady Cat Volleyball has been proudly presented by the First American Bank of Lovington, Bob's Thriftway, Man Welding, Now Pharmacy, Norley Hospital District, and Navajo Refining Company. Also brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, Devon Energy, and the Lovington Schools. Let's go and run down the rosters for you for these two squads. For the visiting Goddard Lady Rockets, again, right now, ranked number 2 in Class 4A in the state of New Mexico, 18-4, 4-1 in district. And they've got number 1, Michaela Montez, number 2, Juliet Hernandez, number 3, Hallie Munson, number 4, Maria Armendariz, number 5, Alessandra Rodriguez, number 6, Mariah Fairbanks, number 7, Ava Rowe, number 9, Sophia Valdez, number 10, Alia Gray, number 12, Alicia Benavidez, number 13, Cassidy Fitzwater, and number 20, Addison Luck. They're led by head coach Dwayne Roberts, and that's your Goddard Lady Rockets. For your Lovington Lady Wildcats, it's number 2, Tess Hernandez, number 4, Carly Knapp, number 5, Layla Hernandez, number 7, Amber Barunda, number 8, Odyssey Ortiz, number 10, Myra Castro, number 13, Aubrey Aranda, number 15, Riley Dunlap, number 18, Jasmine Preciado, and number 20, Alexa Bell. So the teams being introduced out onto the floor right now. And it looks like Goddard will be in their Columbia blue tops with the navy blue letters and numbers. For your Lovington Lady Cats, they'll be in the white home unis with the royal blue numbers and Lovington in script. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout for the introductions just to make sure I've got all of our rosters right, and we'll come back and start this final district matchup of the year. This is Lady Cat Volleyball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Back here at Wildcat Gym, getting ready for the start of the final match of the season for the Lovington Lady Wildcats, as the Lady Cats will take on the Goddard Lady Rockets. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will be joining us here shortly. She was on assignment earlier this afternoon, but she will be joining us. So till Dawn gets here, thanks for putting up with me. So hope you are doing great on this Saturday for the Lovington Lady Cats. They've got to get their outside hitting going, and they have to find a way when Goddard is in the service game to break serve. So transition, defense, and positioning going to be very important, as Marissa Ochoa, the head coach, first-year head coach of the Lady Cats, giving her team their final instructions for this Lovington squad, as Goddard huddling up as well over on their side of the court. We are ready to go here in game number 1 of this final match, district match of the regular season, final match of the season for the Lovington Lady Cats. For your Lady Cats, looks like you're going to have Myra Castro, Riley Dunlap, and Aubrey Aranda on the front row, Alexa Bell, Amber Barunda, and Jasmine Preciado along the back. For Goddard, it'll be Valdez, Gray, and trying to catch that other number across the front. And on the back, we will get that for you as we can. And it looks like they're going to give Lovington the initial serve. So Preciado will start things off as the Lady Cats going to get the service here at home. So here we go. District matchup this afternoon from Wildcat Gym. So Preciado will put it up, and it is a great serve. It'll be put up and returned, and making a dive to keep it in play is Riley Dunlap, but it'll be an early point for the Goddard Rockets. So a good serve and a good hustle, but too much, as the Lady Rockets will take the early 1-0 lead. And the Goddard Rockets serve will be put over, and Dunlap will get it over, but it does not go. And the point to Alyssa Benavidez. She will get credit for the ace. Could not get a good return on that one. Hit the top of the net and just kind of died. So quickly 2-0. Benavidez to serve, puts that one long and off the side of the hands of Preciado, and another ace for Benavidez. So quickly a 3-0 score here in set number 1. Benavidez with 2 aces. So she'll put it up and over. That one going to be put up by Hernandez. Then Preciado will just have to send it over, but sends it wide. And so Goddard on a 4-0 run here early. Lady Cats have got to find a way to break this serve. So Benavidez will hop it up, and the initial hit, and Hernandez, that one just died in front of Tess. Nothing she could do about that one, and just like that, it is 5-0 here in set number 1. Benavidez has gotten 4 points, 3 of them on aces. So she looks for the serve. She'll get it up, and the initial hit put on and right into the net by Hernandez. So a 6-0 run to start things off for the Goddard Lady Rockets. Benavidez back to serve once again, as Lovington finding themselves in an early hole. Benavidez up and over. Hernandez will get the set up, then the set, and Tess will send it back over. Free ball, and the little dink over, saved by Lovington. So Castro to Dunlap, and that one is going to be blocked at the net. Lovington will work on the return, and putting it down and putting it in
is Aranda.
Will be Aranda. Hi, Dawn Morgan.
Hi, yeah, nice kill from Aranda there. Waiting for her time off of that long rally. Looking to give Lovington a point, a much-needed point at this point in the match. And Dunlap will go back to serve for Lovington. Lovington is down 6-1, but good serve. And it turns out to be an ace for Dunlap, as it was coming in spinning and a little hard to handle. Goddard just had a little trouble getting a good read on that and a good return. So a nice point for Lovington. 6-2 in this one. A good serve, another one by Dunlap. It's returned. Lovington, third contact by Aranda. She puts it over. Goddard saves it. And now they punch it over. Oh, and a good save. A nice dig and a good save by Lovington. Here they come, Aranda for the kill. Oh, and just hits it too hard. Out of bounds at the back. So that point goes to Goddard. 7-2. is your score. Goddard in the lead in this one by 5. And they will be serving and going back to the service line. Is there number 10, Gray. Lovington answers. Presidio sets up Barunda for the kill. And unfortunately, it goes in. It's blocked at the net, comes back. Barunda not able to return that. So attempted kill. Doesn't work out that time, but Barunda is famous for her kills. 8-2. Goddard is serving. Preciado sets up Aranda for the kill. And it's going to hit the line and be a point for Lovington. It hits just before it goes out, so 8-3 is your score.
And another kill for Aubrey Aranda, her second kill of the match. So 8-3, Lovington down by 5, but still not out of this one yet, but they've got to go on a little run here if they can.
They've got to try to stop the bleeding right now. Aranda is serving. That's a good serve. Almost not returned by Goddard, but it was dug. And then a quick return back off of the fist of Dunlap goes out of bounds. So that's still a good try by Lovington. Good hustle. 9-3 your score. Goddard back. Now serving is Valdez, and it's a net serve. So an error on serve will give the ball back to Lovington and give them a point. So it'll be 9-4. So 9-4 your score. Lovington trailing by 5. They've got to dig themselves out of this hole right now. Nice serve. Goddard answers. Oh, they go in for a fingertip kill. It's going to be a double hit because Alexa Bell at the net was there, and she had a quick little save, but the reaction, the ball came right straight back down. The reaction is to hit it again. So the point goes to Goddard. That's Rowe serving. Hernandez. Oh, returns. A nice dig and save. Hernandez, the libero for Lovington, doing a nice job in that back row. As the ball came down, that I think Goddard did not expect her to be able to return that. They were not ready for the return. So another point. And Lovington back to serve. They're going to make another point off of that serve. And it's going to be Barunda back to serve again. As Goddard now up by only 4, 10-6. Goddard is leading, but Lovington, nice serve by Barunda. Goddard saves it. Number 12 returns and kills it. So Benavides with a big kill from the outside hitter location. She actually came in for the back row, but it was a legal hit. She hit it behind the attack line. So 11-6 now. Goddard leading by 5. They will have the ball back to serve. That is number 4, Armendariz serving. Lovington answers. Preciado pushing it over the net. They expected Preciado to set it on the second contact, and instead she just pushes it down, and Goddard, even though they had blockers at the net, not ready to defend. So the point for Lovington, 11-7. Hernandez back to serve. Oh, it's going to be a short serve. Hernandez has made big strides in her serve this season. That's unusual for her to make an error on serve. Her serve and her game have all improved so much this season over last. 12-7 your score. Lovington trailing. Oh, a good save. Preciado sets up Aranda. She hits third over, and it's going to end up being a kill for Aranda. That is her third kill of the match. And she's just setting herself up for success by being in the right place at the right time with a good distance right in the middle between the net and the 10-foot line, so she can kind of move either way. So Lovington with the point and the serve. That is Preciado back to serve. Goddard answers. They go in for big kill. Barunda saves it. And now, on third contact after the set from Preciado, Dunlap just kind of a little out of position. She jumped a little soon and hit the ball down on her way down. So 13-8, Lovington trailing by 5. Goddard will have the ball back to serve. It is number 12, Benavides. Second contact by Preciado. Oh, and it's going to fall in the net just in front of it. Dunlap trying to get she does get a fist on it, but not enough time to set up a quality hit and a return. So 14-8 is your score. Goddard leading. And back to serve again, Benavides. Layla Hernandez, first contact. Preciado going to get second contact. Hernandez, good save. Gets it back over the net. And now Goddard goes in for the big kill. A nice block by Aranda at the net. Wow, big block. Goddard returns it. And now that's number 10, Castro, setting it up. Oh, it's double hit by Lovington. So, that spoils a really nice rally that Lovington had going with some quality hits. 15-8. Goddard is in the lead, and it is Benavides serving again. Hernandez with first contact. Castro sets up Aranda. She punches it over. Goddard answers, and going for the big kill at the net was number 9, Valdez. So that's another point for Goddard. They're stretching it out now. They have a lead of 8 points, 16-8 in this first set. We are at Wildcat Gym for the last regular season match in volleyball. Benavides with the serve. Castro, second contact. Hernandez sends it over, and it falls in just inside the baseline. So a nice one as Layla Hernandez will get a kill, and that's kind of unusual from the back row. You don't see a kill very often from back there, but it was a good move. Dunlap with a good serve. Goddard answers. A little push over by 9, just a little fingertip roll over the net by Valdez. Falls in just beyond the 10-foot line for a point. So 17-9, still an 8-point lead by Goddard. They will serve. I believe that is Gray serving. Preciado, first contact. And Castro sets up Barunda for a big kill. Barunda with a nice measured ease. Sometimes her hits are so powerful they go long, but that one stayed in bounds just before the baseline, just before the outside back line. And that is a much-needed point for Lovington, 17-10, and that's going to set up Tess Hernandez, I believe, to serve. Goddard answers. They set up for the kill. It goes off the hands over the net. Third contact coming by Barunda. Goddard answers now. Going in for the kill is number 3, Munson, and it is a big swing, and it hits the floor just in front of the Lovington back line. Big point for Goddard. 18-10. They're back up by 8 points now, and they have the serve. That is number 9, Valdez serving just over the net. Lovington digs it. Hernandez, second contact. Dunlap sends it over, hits the net. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. The point for Goddard. Now 19-10. Goddard on a roll, stretching their lead out in this first set. That'll be Valdez back to serve again. And it goes just over the net. That's a hard one to return. Lovington gets it over. That was actually a nice move because it unexpectedly, just on the first hit, pops over the net, but it was right in front of the front row, and there was just nothing that Rowe could do. She tried to handle it. She and Armendariz, they couldn't. So the point for Lovington. Castro to serve for Lovington. Oh, and a big boom put on by Luck as she gets a hit. She gets a kill and makes it 20-11. 9-point lead by Goddard now, and they'll change servers. It'll be Rowe back to swing from the service line for Goddard. Layla Hernandez digs it. Preciado sets up Bell. She punches it over, and it's going to end up being a kill for Bell, as that was a nice move. Bell has a lot of power, and all she needs really is one fist in one hand, and she managed to get a lot of spin off of just punching that ball, and a lot of times, even if it doesn't seem like it has a lot of power on it, it comes over, and it's very hard to get a quality return off of, and she makes a lot of points that way. Lovington with the point and the serve back. Here comes a big swing by Benavides, and it's going to be in bounds. So a big point there. 21-12 now. Goddard leading as Goddard will have the ball. Change of server. Lovington digs. Preciado sets up Dunlap. She returns it. Goddard returns. Attempted kill. Lovington says, nope, not on my watch. Nice return again by Dunlap. Now they're setting up a big swing and a kill by Benavides from the outside hitter location. Oh, boy. Another big kill and an important point that puts Goddard up by 10. 22-12. They lead as a timeout, as Coach Ochoa apparently wants a timeout to talk to her girls, try to settle things down, try to slow the momentum of Goddard High School, and try to salvage this first set, TJ.
Well, they certainly want to. I mean, there's a reason why Goddard is 4-1. If they win today, they are the district champs, and there's a reason they're number 2 in Class 4A. Lovington, though, has played a little better in this one than at least the numbers say they played when they played them there in Roswell a couple of weeks ago. Lovington got beat 25-5 in the first set, 25-11 in the second, and 25-9 in the third. So they've already gotten more points in this set than they did in any of the sets in Goddard a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, good showing. And Lovington, of course, has been a team that has been much improved all season long. You can see growth from match to match, and certainly a lot of growth since last season, which last season was it ended earlier this year because of COVID. But coming back to this match out of the timeout, 22-12, Goddard leads, and that's going to be number 4, Armendariz, back to serve, as the Lovington girls have to start climbing back into this set now. Nice return from Borunda over the net, and then was number 12, Benavides, getting the kill over there on the left side, as it's kind of a dangerous, almost a net violation there, but she got it. 23-12, Goddard still serving, and that's an ace.
And the fourth ace for Benavides.
Okay, so...
the first ace for Armendariz.
Yes, Armendariz. That's number 4. So an ace and set point now, 24-12, Goddard leading. Oh, and it's going to be off of the hands. I believe she got a hand on. Did you get a hand on it or no? It just said it went long. So. I thought that it might have touched Castro's shoulder. And so it went long. She was avoiding it. She started to return that and got out of the way in time. So 24-13 now. Layla Hernandez back to serve. Big swing coming. Hernandez digs it. Tess Hernandez up at the and it's ended up being saving the set there, at least now. That was Aranda actually who gets the kill, because it was a good hit on her side that came back that Goddard could not and was not in good position enough to answer. So Layla Hernandez back to serve again. 24-14, Lovington trails by 10. Set point right here. And pushing it over, it's going to be Goddard, and they are going to get that dink that falls over in the corner. Layla Hernandez dives for it, tries for the dig, but cannot. So 25-14 is your first set score. Lovington falling, but they have, they're still not out of this match yet. They can come back, and they do definitely want to try to come back, win this next set. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes as Lovington falls 1-0 so far in this final regular season match against Goddard at Wildcat Gym. Back for more Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball on Lovington YouTube Sports and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington YouTube Sports and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. Thanks for getting everything set up and started. I was on assignment and hurrying up to Lovington as soon as I could get here, TJ.
Well, traffic sometimes can have an effect on things, but
Sure.
Nothing. I didn't manage to catch anything on fire, so I think
we're okay.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, I just missed about the first 5 points, I guess, before I came to the gym. First set was all Goddard. 25-14, Lovington battled back, though. They did not let Goddard just walk all over them, and they are going to look at trying to win this set. Right now, the officials are getting the rotation, the girls' set, making sure they have the right rotation in the official scorebook and for the officials themselves to be sure and make sure that the girls are following the correct rotation. So Lovington down a set. It's Goddard serving. Benavides with the first set. Layla Hernandez answers. Preciado sets up Aranda, who pushes it over. Goddard digs. Oh, and then just a quick floater. And see, Lovington expected that Gray at the net would set it for somebody else. Instead, she saw that nobody was in that 10-foot zone and pushed it right over. First point goes to Goddard, and that is Benavides back to serve again. And Dunlap, third contact over the net. Goddard swinging for the big kill. That's Valdez with another kill. So that was Valdez.
Her third kill.
Her third kill of the match. And I believe that the kill prior to that, that was number 10, Gray, who had the first point in this set. So Goddard up 2-0. And I believe that's no, that is still Benavides back to serve. Oh, and that serve is going to be an ace because it came over spinning, and Castro really just looked up and kind of reacted and punched the ball, and it went out of bounds. So
and that is the fourth ace for Benavides.
All right, so Benavides has been a big factor in this match so far with kills and aces. She's back to serve again. And this time, it's off of the hands of number 4, Carly Knapp, in the match. It heads up to the net, and it's a tight set. Really nothing that Aranda or Dunlap could do with that ball as it spun into the net. So Goddard quickly up 4-0 on points, all off of Benavides' serve. And that's going to go long. So an error on serve by Benavides, who served 4 aces, but now makes an error and gives the ball to Lovington. So 4-1 your score in this second set as Castro is going to come back in for Knapp. I think Castro just hit her hand a little bit when she punched that ball the last time. Just kind of needed to come out, make sure she was okay. Preciado back to serve for Lovington, 4-1. Goddard in the lead. Goddard handles it, and an attempted kill is going to hit. It is going to hit the corner, so the point is for Goddard. Wow. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Of course, Goddard plenty good on their own, but sometimes you get a lucky hit like that, and it managed to just clip the corner and stay in bounds. So another point, 5-1. And it is now Gray back to serve. Lovington answers. Castro, second contact, sets up Aranda. And Goddard digs it. A little tap over the net, and they're going to say, I think, that it was a double hit. It was a double hit.
Nope, net violation.
Oh, net
on
violation on us. So, okay. All right. Well, they hadn't indicated the point yet, so now they do. And it is 6-1. Goddard leading. Gray serving again. Third contact coming by Aranda. She gets it over the net, kind of a floater free ball. And a big swing coming, but Lovington digs it. Nice dig by Barunda. They're going to say this time it is a double hit by Lovington and give the point to Goddard. Up 7-1 in this second set, and Coach Ochoa, I think, picks a good time to pull the girls in, take a timeout to refocus Lovington and try to get them back on track, get them to kind of stop the bleeding here because Goddard's threatening to just run away with his second set.
Yeah, with a team like Goddard, you cannot give them even an inch. And unfortunately, we've had some mistakes, and that's let Goddard stretch this one out early. First part of this second set, 7-1. This is a team that's capable of rolling off 10, 12, 15 points at a time.
Right.
So you've got to get your rotations, you've got to get your sets, you've got to know where you are on the court and where things are liable to come.
You've really got to be prepared. You've got to be prepared for the point you're about to play and the point after that as well. So Lovington maybe not making the transitions that they need to make quite as quickly as they should just because of the skill and the speed with which this Goddard team plays and the ease which they play. It's a very no-sweat situation on their side. And then you look over there and they've just scored, 7 straight points. So 7-1 with Gray serving. They set up Aranda for the kill, and it goes in the corner, as that was a nice little set by Castro. Castro to Aranda. So Aranda with another kill in this game. Now I've got her down for 5. Is that right?
That is 5. That's what I've got.
Five kills in a block that I've seen so far. And I just missed about the first 5 points, 6 points that were scored in the game. So Lovington with a point. They're down 7-2, but Dunlap with a really nice serve. Goddard answers. They're going to set up Armendariz for the kill, but Lovington digs, blocks, and they're going to say a double hit. Yes, I saw that. So Lovington is going to give the ball back to Goddard and give up a point. 8-2. They trail by 6 in this second set. Goddard will serve, and going back to serve is number 9, Sophia Valdez. A little floater serve. Boy, that just died in the front of the back row. That just died. That is such a tough one to handle. It's such a tough one to come up and try to handle. So Lovington losing the point 9-2. And they're not ready for that one as well. And if you've got a server like that who's going to hit a ball that just kind of just floats and then dies, you've got to bring your back line up just a little bit. They haven't made any adjustments for that. They're still playing back. This one is a stronger serve. Second contact goes to Aranda. She gets it over on the third. Now they're setting up for big swing and a kill, and it is number 7, Ava Rowe, with a kill from the outside hitter location right there. The thing I've noticed about Goddard is that they don't really have weak players, and any girl in any rotation really has been playing well in that spot. And that's an ace for Valdez, as coming off of a hit, the attempted return from the back row, just not good. It's Lovington having a real trouble with some of the serves coming from these very talented Goddard girls. They do manage to keep that one alive and get it back over the net. Here comes Goddard with a little tip and not a big swing. Lovington answers. Good dig by Castro. Now third contact by Aranda goes over. And now they're setting up for big swing again. And nice save and a punch over by Borunda. Good rally by Lovington. Some quality touches. Attempted kill again. Cresciato hits it, and it pops right back over the net and in front of the front row. So there's a nice point by Lovington as they stay alive in this one. 12-3. They're down by 9, but Lovington gets the serve back, and I think that's number 2, Tess Hernandez, back to serve for Lovington. Goddard answers. They dig, and they set up a little fingertip touch over by number 20, Luck, and that's a kill. That is something we've seen. You expect a real big swing from her, and she does attack it at first, and then she hits a little soft fingertip dink over that has made a couple of points against Lovington. Second contact. Castro with a good little punch over. And Goddard trying to get it. And it hits the net. And there's nothing but luck when that's. You cannot practice that move. You can't count on that move. But hitting it over, hitting the top of the net, it spins and falls on the other side. That's a point for Goddard. Lovington answers this one. Borunda at the net trying to return it. Big block put on by number 4 and number 20, though. As Goddard answers that, Borunda was in the right place at the right time, and she tried. 15-3 now, and that's number 7, Rose, serving against Lovington. They trail by 12. Alexa Bell attempted. Nice big kill attempt. And they keep it alive. Good dig by Hernandez. Nice return by Borunda. And now a little fingertip dink again. Dug again by Hernandez. And then Lovington not able to get a quality touch over the net. 2 huge saves and digs by Hernandez. Really nice, showing why she is the libero for Lovington. And now Coach Ochoa wanting to get another timeout because 16-3 is your score, just like that. Goddard is up by 13 points, TJ.
Well, and nothing you can do. Goddard has frankly outplayed Lovington in this second set. They've gotten a couple of
lucky breaks.
Of lucky breaks,
well.
They certainly have.
But they've created those opportunities for themselves.
And with Benavidez and with also Valdez serving, they have managed to reel off some points. Lovington didn't adjust on that serve by Valdez until she was already 3 aces in before they moved up to with closer to the attack line, the 10-foot line there.
Yeah, even then, I don't think they really adjusted enough. And the next serve, luckily, was a longer serve. It did not fall at their feet again like the other 3 did. So, again, Lovington, they're They're trailing this one by 13 in the second set, and that's an ace. That's going to be an ace at the feet. Just fell right in front of that second row, and now I think Goddard is kind of targeting, looking at that, saying, okay, if you can nail that spot, that may be an ace for you. This one is Doug. Layla Hernandez with second contact. Castro gets it over the net, and now Goddard going in for the kill. Preciado saves it. Castro sets up Barunda, and it hits in bounds. A nice kill by Barunda, as that was not long. It was inbounds, a good hit, and that's an unreturnable ball. Unless you just happen to have somebody who really is out of position and just happens to be there to be able to get a lucky fist on it, you're not going to get a point off of that. Lovington gets the point and the serve back, 17-4. And now a little fingertip dink by Luck is saved by Lovington. Bell, puts it back over, and it's blocked at the net by Luck. And so that point goes to Goddard. 18-4 now, as they're up by 14. That's number 4, Armendariz, back to serve. Lovington getting ready. Layla Hernandez, first touch. Preciado sets up Barunda. She hits a dink right over, kind of serving up a little bit of Goddard's medicine back to them, as Barunda, known for her big swings and kills, just puts a little fingertip bump right back over the net, gets a kill for it in the books, and now is serving again. Good serve. Goddard answers. Number 20 takes a big swing. Luck with another kill at the net in that right side hitter location. 19-5. Goddard stretching it right back out. 14-point lead now. 19-5 in this second set. They won the first one 25-14. That's number 3, Munson, back to serve. Here's third contact by Bell, and the point is it's a double hit by Lovington. So that's going to give the point back to Goddard, and we have Bell down. She slid as she was trying to return that ball, and she did get a fist on it, but that was double hit, and she came down. I think she came down on one of her ankles, funny at a bad angle right there, and she is down on the court. So we have Coach Ochoa and the trainer coming over to help her up, and she is definitely going to limp off the court with a problem with that right foot or ankle or knee. So we certainly hope that young lady is all right.
Well, and of course, Alexa Senior, this would have been her final match, and missed significant time due to some other health things earlier this season. So you hate to see her heading into the training room. Big loss in the middle and in the outside hitter position for the Lady Cats.
She usually plays the front. In the front row. She's good for blocking and has made a lot of points, even missing some games. She's been able to make a lot of points in that front row at the net for Lovington this season. So they are going to say the point stands. I think Coach Ochoa appealed that. The point stands. They're not going to replay it. It's 20-5. And a nice punch down by Preciado at the net. A nice kill. Is that her first in the game?
Her third.
Her third. Okay, I think I missed one of her early ones and then didn't write down one that I called and was watching. So third kill by Jasmine Preciado, and she is going to get the ball to serve, as I think maybe this fired Lovington up just a little bit, seeing one of their own go down. So Preciado, good serve, a lot of spin on it. Goddard having trouble with it. They do manage to get over the net, but they're going to say rotation
violation.
That's right. Lovington, you've got to be so careful and know exactly who's up when. And sometimes it's hard when you have a stoppage like that, especially if there's some emotion attached to it. If it's not just a timeout, then sometimes when you come back to play, your mind isn't completely clicking back in yet, and that is a prime situation for getting out of rotation right there. Exactly what we just saw. But it's costly. It costs you a point and loss of service.
Yeah,
so now they're looking at Goddard's too. They're looking to say, wait a minute, what's going on with you guys, as they have a substitute in.
They actually charged us an extra point. So
that's right.
Oh, no, they've changed it back. They changed their mind.
It's just 21-6. All right, and Goddard having a little problem with their rotation too. They're catching it early and sending a couple of subs in. I think 2 is coming out. Hernandez coming out, Rowe going in. And this is after Munson is back in and at the service line is now Benavides. But they're still talking about this. Coach Ochoa with one of the officials And they're talking, who knows, they may be talking about rotation. They could be talking about still that point and the timeout situation with the injury. But Ochoa is talking with one of the officials in a nice manner. And in the meantime, Lovington girls are using the time to huddle and talk a little bit. So, all right then.
So I guess we finally got it all worked out.
Yes. And so back to play. That is number 12, Benavides. Answered by Lovington. Castro sets up. Oh, Aranda tries to punch it over the net. It goes into the net instead. So 22-6 now. Biggest lead that Goddard has had in either match, really. As Lovington kept it a little tighter, 25-14 in losing that first one, but now it's 22-6 in this second set. Benavides back to serve. Preciado answers. Castro sets up Dunlap. Dunlap pushes it over, and Goddard gets set for a big swing. Wow.
Ow.
Valdez not just kills it, but stings as gets it right into the face of Preciado. Wow. And Preciado,
she smiles about it. That hurt.
wow.
That hurt looking at.
That definitely, that sting, that volleyball stings. And the serve by Goddard answered as, with authority, snapped right back. Oh,
wow.
And unfortunately, it's a double hit. So the point is actually going to be for Lovington. It should be. So they snapped back, and it was a good return by Dunlap. And then at the net,
and Coach, I don't understand why Coach Roberts is complaining about that.
I mean,
Coach are up 23-7.
23-7, and he's a really – so give the point to Lovington. They trail 23-7. It's out. It's a long serve. So Goddard ends up getting that point right back. And Lovington gives it to them along with set point right here. 24-7. Serving for the set will be Gray. Barunda answers. Dunlap punches it over. Goddard answers. They get set for the big boom. Aranda blocked at the net, sends it over. But they're going to say a net violation, and the point, that's it. It's 25-7, your score in the second set. So Lovington is down 2-0. This all-important do-or-die set is coming up to stay alive in this match. The Lovington girls must win the next one. So we will take a couple of minutes timeout between the two sets, and we'll be back with more Lovington volleyball on Lovington YouTube Sports and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back to Lovington Volleyball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. Good afternoon. This is the last regular season match for both of these teams, and Goddard comes in ranked number 1 in district. They're 4-1 in district, 18-4 overall. They're actually number 2 in 5A statewide.
4A. Sorry, I wrote that down.
5A.
Wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say 5A. We're 4A. Lovington's 4A. So is Goddard.
That's my bad on the prep this morning.
Well, I should have mentally caught that before I said it, but anyway. And the Lovington girls, of course, playing for pride, trying to, maybe win a set here. And they were coming in hoping that they could play their best and maybe knock off a giant, as Goddard, very talented, and have come in and have displayed why they are ranked so high with 2 wins. First set, 25-14, 25-7. The score on the second set, Lovington comes in. This is the third set. To stay alive in this match, they must win. And they actually played Goddard pretty close at times in that first set and stayed alive. And Goddard really did not walk over Lovington in that first set. They pretty much manhandled him in the second set. And I do see that I think Belle has Belle come back out. She's on the bench. Belle has come back from the trainer's room after going out with what looked like maybe an ankle problem earlier in that second set.
And we did bring a JV player up, and I do not know who that is. It was not on the initial rosters that we were given, so number 1.
Okay. So back to serve. Lovington will serve first in this third set. Preciado doing the honors. Oh, nice serve. Barely dug. Goddard stays alive, though. They send a free ball over. Preciado answers. Castro sets up Barunda for the kill. Nice. And she will get the kill because off of the hands of Munson. Munson tried to return it, but it had some heat and some spin on it. So give the kill to Barunda, her 4th of the match. And it'll be Preciado serving again for Lovington. They're up 1-0 in this third set. If they could maintain a lead and service, that would be amazing. Big kill, though, by number 9, Valdez. She has such a big swing, and she just put it. Luckily, it hit the floor this time and not the face of a Lovington girl, which it did. I don't know how Preciado managed to not go down after that, getting hit by that ball. 1-1, Goddard. Back to serve is Benavides. Tess Hernandez digs it. Now number 1 has second contact. Gets it over Castro. She puts it over, but a big block at the net by numbers 10 and 9. Give them both credit for a double block at the net. So Goddard up by 1, 2-1. Benavides back to serve for Goddard. And it's answered. Castro, second hit. Oh, a nice punch over by Barunda. Taking a big swing, actually puts a little floater over Valdez instead of going for the throat, for the jugular. She hit a little floater and ended up just a couple of feet beyond that 10-foot attack line. So the point for Goddard, 3-1. They lead Lovington by 2. Lovington must win this set to stay alive and not end their season with this set. Goddard with the serve again is Benavides. She's got 4 aces in this match. It's dug by Dunlap. Castro sets up number 1. Oh, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Just hit it a little bit long.
Just a little bit long. I mean, it just missed by a few inches being able to hit the corner.
But right there by that line judge, so he was right on top of it.
You could see it. So 4-1. Goddard in the lead. Benavides back to serve again. It goes off the hands of Barunda and out of bounds. So an ace for Benavides, her 5th in the match. She's got a few kills to go along with that as well. And your score, 5-1. Goddard up in this third set, leading by 4. Benavides back to serve, as Goddard has made all their points off of Benavides in this set. And that is dug by Aranda. Castro sets up Barunda. Barunda punches it over. Goddard answers. Now they set up Rove for the kill. And it's dug. Castro sets up number 1. She sends it over. And now attempted kill. Dug. Nice dig and save by Tess, I believe. No, that was Aranda back there. And Goddard answers a little punch over. Ooh, nice catch, nice dig. Oh, and a good punch. Oh, and it just goes long. What a great save. A nice rally by Lovington with some good quality touches. It just ended up being long, but that was a good attempt at punching it over by Barunda. 6-1, Goddard is serving, and it's going to be an ace for Benavides. Oh, boy. That's another ace. That's going to be her sixth ace. And Coach Ochoa wants to talk about it. A timeout. 7-1 is your score. Lovington up by 6. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to Lovington sponsors for our volleyball action all season long. First American Bank of Lovington, Bob's Thriftway, Man Welding, Nowell Pharmacy, Norlee, Navajo Refining Company, Stone Oilfield Services, Lee County Electric, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, Lovington Schools, and Devon Energy. It's been our pleasure to bring you the home games for Lovington Volleyball this season and to watch their progression. They are a much improved team. They're in a building year. They are losing a couple of seniors. They're seniors this year. Tess Hernandez, Amber Barunda, Riley Dunlap, Jasmine Preciado, Alexa Bell, and manager Moises Duran. So they are going to really look toward some younger players coming up and going to kind of be in a rebuilding mode again this next season. But they are learning some good lessons through competition this season. They trail in this third set, 7-1. Benavides back to serve. Lovington must win this set to stay alive. Barunda answers, is set up by Castro, and it's a nice kill for Barunda. Sometimes her power is too much, but man, when she dials it in, nobody is better. So Barunda with a big kill, her 5th of this match. It's turning out to be a good one for her. And that gives Lovington the point, 7-2, and back to serve is, I believe, Tess Hernandez. Goddard answers, and a big boom right at the net. I think that was number 9 again, or was it? Yep, number 9, Sophia Valdez. She has been really important at the net for Goddard this afternoon. Some kills and blocks, as well as an ace. Goddard serving. Lovington answers. Castro setting up Dunlap. Oh, and a nice kill as Dunlap targets that back line left side, and Munson dives for it but can't get there in time. So Dunlap with a nice kill. Let's see.
Her first of the match.
Her first kill, but she had a block earlier, and that gives Lovington the point. Oh, Barunda back to serve. It's a net serve, and that means 9-3 as Lovington gives Goddard the point. Goddard up by 6 now in this third set. And it's going to be Valdez back to serve. Barunda, first contact. Castro sets up Barunda for the kill. And oh, Barunda with a bad position there. Comes down on it, hits it down into the net. So 10-3. With Goddard serving again. Valdez. 10-3. Tess Hernandez saves. Castro. Oh, and it's going to be a hitting violation. Double hit by Lovington. So before they can even get that third contact and return it, they give away the point. 11-3. Goddard up by 8. Valdez to serve. Lovington answers. Oh, and it goes the wrong way as it comes up to the net. Castro hits it a little too far back. She has her front hands pointed up too much, and it goes back behind her. And just nothing anybody could do to scramble and save it. So the point for Goddard, and Goddard serving again. This time Castro, good second hit. And this time Tess Hernandez from the back row, too much wheeze, hitting the ball up too much. I know she was thinking she needed to angle it up to get it over the net from the back row, but it ended up going out of bounds. 13-3, Goddard up by 10. The serve is good. Third contact by Aranda. It's going to come over. Oh, Goddard saves it. I don't know how. They send a free ball back over the net. Second contact, Castro. Barunda comes in for the big boom, and it's touched by Valdez. I think it would have gone long. Valdez touched it, and it goes out of bounds, so it is a point for Lovington, 13-4.
Amber wasn't messing around on that one, though.
No,
that was the fastball.
That goes down as a kill for her. And a point for Lovington. 13-4, they trail by 9. Preciado is serving. Goddard answers. And and it's going to be a double hit, I think. Nope, it's a net illegal hitting violation by Lovington. So the point goes to Goddard. and it's going to be Rowe back to serve. 14-4, Goddard up by 10. In this third set, Lovington answers. Castro sets up Dunlap for the kill, and it goes in. Dunlap targeting that back corner. So that's a couple of quick kills for Dunlap. So she has been a real bright spot in this Lovington girls volleyball team as well this year. I mean, the girls have had a lot of good play, good rallies, and times when they've shown that they're talented as individual players, and they just don't always have the consistency as a team to be able to put the wins together. And a good serve. Goddard returns. Preciado's second contact. A little push over is saved by Goddard. They send it. This is third contact, and it's going to not make it over. Yes, it does make it over the net. Goddard keeps it alive. They probably shouldn't have touched that, but they do in the back. That was really an error of judgment by Valdez, and off of her hands, out of bounds. Give Lovington the point. 14-6 now as they're chipping away. They trail by 8. But Dunlap with the serve. Lovington could come back, win this set, keep their match alive. Big boom on third contact, saved by Lovington. Nice dig over there on the side. Aranda sends it over the net. Goddard keeps it alive. Nice block right back. Aranda ready at the net, in the right place at the right time. And that is something that you coach it, you teach it, but until you do it consistently and learn it, then that's a skill. That's a skill. And Aranda has shown that a couple of 3 times in the match so far today. So
and
Aranda.
we've got a violation on Lovington.
Uh-oh. They've got a violation.
I didn't see what the call was, but they used point and a serve to Goddard.
15-6 is the lead by Goddard. Lovington answers. A nice little fingertip boop over the net by number 1 for Lovington. It's returned by Goddard. Then Barunda returns it, but it goes out of bounds. So a nice rally back and forth as Lovington is trying to stave off a loss here in this set. 16-6. Goddard is serving. Good save and serve and return. Aranda over the net. Oh, and a quick return. Oh, and a nice dig. Barunda with a good punch over, and a big swing coming from Benavidez at the net, but a net violation by Lovington, and that's going to give the point to Goddard. 16-7, the lead now.
Actually,
the violation
Goddard,
was Goddard. Good. That's a great. I didn't see that. I thought the point was Goddard's, but I'm glad Lovington's staving off with another nice point off of the serve. So that's that's Aranda with the ace after a kill. Aranda's having a nice match as well. And she will serve again, 16-8. And that's going to be long. So Aranda giving the point to Goddard, 17-8. Goddard will get the serve back. It's going to be Munson, I believe, back to serve in this rotation as Lovington fighting back. They've got a ways to go to try to save this set and this match. Barunda, third contact, going for the big kill, and she does. Barunda dialing it in today. You know, she's really got the range. She's dialing it in, and most except for a long serve and a couple of mishits, she's really having a nice match as well. Lots of kills, and that gives Lovington the point. And Preciado to serve. It's a hard one to return. Goddard stays alive. They push it over, send a free ball over. Castro sets up Barunda. She hits a fingertip roll, but Goddard there to dig and save, and a big boom coming by Benavidez. Lovington saves it. Third contact coming up by Preciado. She sends it over the net, and now they set up, for a kill. Of course, that's Valdez coming with a big swing over the net, and that's another kill for her. I've got like her 7th kill in the match, I think, to go along with an ace and a block. 8. Wow. I think I wrote it down right. I think I just didn't count it right. 18-9 your score with Benavidez serving. Oh, and it's returned by Lovington, but a quick little fingertip roll right down into the
Valdez again.
Yeah, Valdez again, right down into the front, in front of the front line, between the front line and the net of Lovington. So that's a vulnerable spot. 19-9 your score. Benavidez serving. Preciado first contact. Castro sets up Barunda for the kill. Oh, and it goes long. I was bragging too soon about her dialing it in and using her power and making a lot of kills. So
she was just really leaned back on that one, so going to be hard to get the proper amount and the proper hit on that. Is Coach Ochoa going to take another timeout?
20-9 is your score as Lovington is trailing by 11 in this one. They've got to start chipping away at that again and try to mount a comeback in this set. If they lose this set, their regular season is over, and they're down 2-0 so far, and now 20-9 in this one as Lovington trying to stay alive, listening to the coach. And Goddard right back out on the court. They're ready. It'll be Benavides serving again for Roswell when we get back to action.
Yeah, and it looks like Roswell's their coach, Coach Roberts, just like, yeah, okay, you know what you're doing. Get back out there. Coach Ochoa going to take every second of that 1 minute, looks like, in her huddle. And
trying to just communicate to the girls. And, Lovington I think it's a sign of girls listening to their coach, making the adjustments that are advised, that she advises, because very often out of the Lovington huddle, they will immediately make a point or two. And that shows that, that you're listening, you're taking the coaching and doing well. So Benavides back to serve. Hernandez digs it. Castro sets up Barunda for the big kill. Lovington digs, but Barunda with a kill as Goddard digs it, tries to return it, but can't. That was a nice ball with a lot of heat and spin by Barunda. Number one, back to serve. Lovington answers. Oh, and it's going to fall as Valdez was able just to do a little one-handed tap over the net, and it falls right on the 10-foot attack line for Lovington. 21-10, Goddard in the lead. And it is number 10, Gray, serving. Preciado digs it. Aranda sets up Dunlap. She sends it over. Goddard stays alive. They go for the big boom by Valdez. She takes a big swing over the net, and another kill for her. That is 10 kills now for Valdez, I believe.
I've got 11.
11, okay.
Yikes.
I still either am not counting right or haven't put it down right, so. 22-10, Gray serving again. Lovington needing to now to come back. Barunda with a big swing, but Goddard digs it, sends it over. Oh, and their number one, that JV player that they brought up, has seen a lot of minutes in the game, and she has had some good moves. So that one goes out of bounds. 23-10 is your score. Goddard leading. Gray to serve. Preciado returns. That number one sets up Dunlap. She sends it over. Goddard answers a little. Looked like it was going to be a big swing, then a tap over in the outside hitter location by Rowe, and it goes out of bounds.
Barunda again just hit it a little bit too hard.
Just a little bit too hard. I think she was trying to plant it right inside the line, and it just didn't work. 24-10, this is match point for Goddard. Barunda. Oh, nice, as Lovington stays alive. Barunda slaps a little one-handed shot that clips the top of the net, then rolls over and bounces into Roswell territory. So Lovington with the point, 24-11 your score. It's still match point, but Lovington serving for it. Barunda at the net, just get it over. And almost an ace off the serve, a lot of spin on it, but Goddard going for the kill, and it is Valdez with her final kill of the match, sends it over, and it's 25-11, your final score in this third set, and that's 3-0 as Goddard sweeps Lovington this afternoon in the final regular match for these girls in District 4-4A. So this is going to be a possible farewell, as Lovington, with their record on the season this year, probably not going to see and get a seed for any kind of postseason play. So, and they knew that going in, that this was likely to be their final match of not just the season, but for the seniors for their high school career. So with that, that sweep. 25-14, 25-7, 25-11 were your scores. Goddard firmly in the lead in this one all the way this afternoon. No big surprise when you're ranked number 2 in the state in 4A, then that's that says a lot right there, TJ.
Well, it certainly does. And really, this is that Murderers Row district. There's one every year, seemingly, and it just happened to be our district this year. You've got Goddard at number 2, and Artesia and Portales have kind of moved around, but they've been in the top 10 all season, too. So really, Lovington, still kind of just rebuilding, but they made a lot of strides from last year to this season, and then we saw a lot during the season too. So, and they've got some things to build on. You hate it for the seniors because it's been a rough couple of seasons. Let's just be honest for these seniors.
Sure.
But, congratulations to them for sticking it out. And, even though people are going to look back and try and forget maybe the last couple of years, this season and last season, they are going to look, where did the rebuilding start? And I think maybe that these young ladies are going to have, at least a chapter in that. Okay, this is maybe where it started.
Part of the turnaround. So, some bright spots, and Lovington was able to defeat Tatum this year earlier. They also had some almost wins. They had so many matches where they came very close to winning key sets that would have turned the match around or given them the victory. So they really had some tough losses during that time as well, where their efforts, where the season record doesn't necessarily reflect the effort that went into the season or the amount and the quality of play that happened during the season, and that's the case with Lovington this year. It's been our pleasure to bring you Lovington volleyball for this season, again, at least the home games. We do want to acknowledge Sophia Valdez had, of course, more kills than anybody else in this match today, and Benavides with a number of kills and aces as well, and Luck with like 3 kills and a couple of blocks for Goddard as well. So they definitely came to play in a very controlled, very matter-of-fact, sort of serious way. I mean, Goddard is a quiet team. They don't have to be real showy because they've got the talent to back up any boast, and so they played well here today. But Lovington with a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and they rose to the occasion. And Barunda ended up with 8 kills that I marked down for her. Aranda ended up, I think, with 6 kills and ace, a block. Dunlap had a couple of kills and a block. Preciado had 3 kills. Bell had a couple of kills before she had to come out with an injury, and Hernandez had a kill. So it was not all doom and gloom for the Lovington girls this match or all season, and we say congratulations on the improvement both with individual skills and as a team that the Lovington Lady Cats were able to make under head coach Marissa Ochoa and assistant coach Gemma Cantone. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll say so long. Say congratulations to the Goddard girls under head coach Dwayne Roberts and assistant Hannah Mainman. And I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. Final thoughts before we close out this one and this season, TJ?
Well, again, just congratulations to the Lovington Lady Cats. They never quit all season long. And maybe this will be the start of something that'll get pretty special down the road. All
right. Congratulations to those seniors who are moving on as well. We say a lot of luck to those ladies, and good luck, of course, to our incoming, to the juniors and sophomores and freshmen on this team who will come back for leadership and more play again next year. I'm Dawn Morgan. Thank you for listening, for watching. You've been watching Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Good afternoon, and thank you for listening, everyone.